Hi guys, welcome back. This is video number 5A. And you remember that we talked about the importance of achieving a really high CTR. And you also remember that there are basically three factors that determine whether your CTR is high or low. It's your images, it's the likes and interests section, and it's the country you're targeting. So finding the right images is the most important factor to increase your click-through rate. Once you pick your CPA offer, you will have to do some image testing. It is actually fun. What you have to do is finding at least 50 to 60 images that might be suitable for your campaign. If you're a beginner, 50 are the absolute minimum. If you are an advanced Facebook marketer, you should collect 100 images, at least. You will never know 100% which image works best. For this reason, it is important to test as many different images as possible to find your golden nuggets. So the more images you test, the higher your CTR will be. Once you tested a few images, pick the one that worked the best. Try new images of that kind and also completely different ones. Testing is key to success here. However, what kind of images should you use? If you're a newbie, you shouldn't go too crazy at the beginning. I recommend picking profile pictures. Ideally, you should choose pictures of celebrities, of famous people. So for example, using a picture of Angelina Jolie will most likely grab the attention of both male and female users. So the bottom line is choosing pictures that have the capacity to attract a lot of attention. In my opinion, pictures of admired celebrities result in very high CTRs. Test the power of Brad Pitt or Angelina Jolie's picture on your Facebook ad. However, you're welcome to try out new things, so just be creative. And I've got another tip for you. If you're looking for images to market dating offers, I will share with you a website that only a few marketers know about. It's called thechive.com. So go to the site and you will find thousands of pictures of beautiful, young and sexy women. This site is just brilliant for all kinds of dating offers. Just make sure that the image you download is attention-grabbing, but not too sexy. Don't forget that Facebook will have to approve your ads before they can be seen online. A very eye-catching cleavage is certainly appealing to many men, but too risky for Facebook. Don't pick images where you can see too much of the girl. However, if you still like an image, you can easily crop it on Photoshop or Paint. So, Facebook will definitely say no to the left picture, but I'm sure they will say yes to the right picture. The right one should be totally fine. I'm sure you get my point. Just make sure the picture is not too sexy. And if you market dating offers, you should also try images of rather extraordinary girls. So in other words, try out pictures of girls with glasses or tattoos. Some of them are true conversion wonders. I just tried to provide you 3 examples. So we have 2 pictures with the girl with glasses. The right one is a selfie. Those might work also pretty well. I had some pretty good results with selfies too. And well, girls with tattoos, just try to find extraordinary pictures. You can go for the typical blonde beauty, but you should just try out different types of women and you will see which work the best. So let's talk a bit about image sources now. So it's really no problem if you have trouble finding images that grab people's attention. That's no problem at all. I will share with you my favorite image sources It's thechive.com, DeviantArt, Worth1000.com, Getty Images, Flickr, and Google and Bing Images. So what you have to look for are pictures with a what the fuck effect. The picture must be able to grab the attention of the user. You can either find those pictures or create them. Everything you need is Photoshop. However, you don't have to use Photoshop to create some attention-grabbing pictures. There are plenty of them on the internet. Usually I use Photoshop to crop pictures only, but if you're into graphic design, it is a great way to increase your CTR rate even more. So, I will show you what I do if I want to find a suitable picture for my campaign without Photoshop. If I want to find a what the fuck image, I simply go to Google. Let's say I want to find an awesome image from Angelina Jolie. What I do is testing the following phrases. It's Angelina Jolie fun, crazy, drunk, shopping, hilarious, kissing, Angelina Jolie scandal, etc. Just take the name of a celebrity and add different words to the end of your keyword. Think of all kinds of crazy words that might generate attention-grabbing pictures. The crazier the picture, the higher your CTR will be. Download the picture and save it in a separate file. Once you got more than 50 pictures, 50 different pictures, move on to the next step. Just don't forget, the more pictures you test, the more likely you will find the pictures that will earn you the big bucks. Before we move on to an example, I want to share with you two very great image tricks. So you should add thick and thin borders to the image you picked, or try placing the image backwards or upside down. So that's how you can increase your CTR even more. And I told you that I would go for those random key phrases on Google. So I found those two pictures. Here you can also see an image trick. I added thick and thin borders. So those are two of my favorite Angelina Jolie pictures that caused awesome CTRs. I'm sharing them with you so you can use them on Facebook. You can just use them to market your campaigns. As you can see, the pictures have the capacity to grab the user's attention. I found them on Google by searching for Angelina Jolie crazy. Additionally, I added an image trick. Well, it's just perfect in my opinion. Both pictures are definitely great to run successful Facebook campaigns, but which pictures work better? Right, the left one. It is crazier than the right one. Apart from that, I use the red borders, which attracts more attention than the blue color. So suppose you can't find any crazy pictures of Angelina Jolie, but you really want her face on your campaign. So what you have to do is simply make a picture, a crazy picture of her. You don't need much knowledge to use Photoshop and create great CTR images. Everything you need is a little bit of creativity. So use Photoshop to create some weird images and you will get rich. For example, I created an image of Angelina Jolie kissing George W. Bush. I have set up this campaign for an email submit offer, and this campaign earned me more than $1,000 within 1 week. Investing some effort is definitely worth it. Just make sure you either create crazy pictures or find them online. So, for example, I want to show you a picture I created with some really basic Photoshop skills. The funnier and crazier the picture, the more attention-grabbing it is. Let me take you through the campaign creation process very briefly. About 2 months ago, I found an amazing muscle gainer product. A company offered a monthly trial for just $5.99, which was originally worth $89. I decided to market this offer and create an awesome Facebook campaign. I had to come up with a funny picture. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't find a picture that was sufficiently attention-grabbing. At the beginning, I thought to use a picture of Arnold Schwarzenegger. I did some image testing, but the CTR was quite low. I did some more research, but I couldn't find a really mind-blowing picture. And one night I watched Ocean's 11 with some friends, and during the movie I thought how hilarious it would be if George Clooney would look like a bodybuilder. And, well, bingo, my perfect image was born. I switched on my computer, looked for a picture of a bodybuilder and a profile pic of George Clooney. I simply cut and pasted George Clooney's head into the picture of the bodybuilder, adjusted the proportions and skin color, and I was ready to rock. So here's my masterpiece. I'm really proud of it. It's a great picture and definitely attention grabbing. So just tell me, which of the two pictures is more attention grabbing? Right, it's George Clooney. It is really hilarious and funny. Apart from that, everyone knows George and has never seen him like that. It literally took me 10 minutes to create this picture, and it still generates tons of money with a CTR of more than 0.8%. Be a little creative and confident. Create pictures like this in Photoshop and you will achieve CTRs you never dreamed of before. So if you prefer to search for awesome pictures instead of creating them, I will share an awesome site with you. It's called worth1000.com. So this website hosts Photoshop competitions regularly, and I'm sure you will find some golden nuggets and lots of hilarious pictures. So I hope you enjoyed this training, this video. We will move on to the likes and interests section in the next one, but just remember the importance of either finding or creating crazy, attention-grabbing pictures. See you later.